in just an easy way with your arms down by your sides. Letting yourself arrive. So going from that energy of talking with friends, saying hello, to actually really being present on your mat with your breath and your body. The super windy day increases the vata energy, which is light and airy, and we can feel unsettled. So let's use the energy of grounding to help settle our bodies. Feel where you touch the earth. Notice, where do you go first? Soles of the feet. Find a nice gentle weight to your neck so you're centered on the back of your skull. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth with some sound. Twice more. Rest your eyes. Inhale nose. Exhale mouth. One more time. Just relax for a moment. Just notice the effect of those 3 breaths that mine got longer, each one. And begin to draw the breath through the nose. Lightly sealing your mouth. And now taking your arms up into cactus arms, where you bend your elbows out by your sides and let your hands rest open and up. Just allowing that position to further open the rib cage, breathing space. There's a little heart lifting action that happens. So let's focus some energy at our heart centers, especially as we begin practice, letting our hearts and minds connect with each other. Listen for a moment. What's in your heart? Honor it just like you would honor something that was in another part of your body. And breathe deeply into that heart center. Just really try to expand that area with your awareness and breathing. And let your arms come back down by your sides. If you have a pillow under your head, take it out. And just bring your feet even with each other and come up into a nice, just easy bridge pose. Make space. My head slides away from my feet to make room for this movement. So let your neck and head find the room they need for the spine to lengthen and lift. Learning to have open feet here, and then the bones and the weight will press the earth and keep a nice lift when you have that openness in your feet. Notice where you touch the earth here. Practice that compassion with each pose. Where does it feel positive for you? Just a little longer. Being patient, moving slowly, and breathing out, coming back down. Take time with that release. Feel how your body works. Feel it relax and land again. Let's do an easy twist on our backs today. So just let the legs spill over. Turn your head and reach out the other way with your arms. Start to cultivate a soft gaze off the tip of the nose. Maybe letting the eyes close part way just to soften. A non-attached gaze. So we give it a place to go. One more time. Just approaching that idea of the drishti, the gazing with patience and wonder. Let your hips shift over and come the other way. Once again, you're going to be facing something else, but let the eyes and the mind focus on the nose, just where the breath is moving, center. Try shifting your gaze to the space between your eyebrows, feeling the breath and awareness right above a place that activates our calm nervous system response, the vagus nerve. Letting the breath move into that third eye center. And release the breath one more time. Come back to center, bring in your knees, bring in your head, just curl everything. Release your head back down, cross your ankles, and using your hands on your shins, draw the legs towards you, tuck your chin, and rock up, just letting that. I've seen us all do that. Transition to easy seat. So that rocking, a little energizing after that big grounding practice. Come here and notice how you're already dropping into the practice deeply, body, breath. Just gently center and sit up tall. The energy of grounding actually helps us rise. Root to rise is a phrase we use in yoga. And gather your hands to your heart. Breathe deeply in. Let's lift at the elbows and close your eyes. Really focus on a positive intention for today. Just really see it. Fill yourself with hope, love, goodness, and just have the energy of sharing it out. Reach it out, open it up, share. And ground your hands. Come over to a side bend to the right side. So starting to do the practice in a non-striving way, just like it's a moon day, just a little softer, a little cooler. Find your range of motion gently and take about 2 more breaths. Starting to tone your low belly towards your spine a little bit. Inhale, rise slowly, mindfully. Sit up tall, fingertips on the floor. Exhale onto the other side. Shoulders off the ear, just like a dancer's arm, just a graceful, arching, soft arm reach all the way through the fingers. And the other hand spreads on the earth. You can come to your forearm if that works. Your practice, let it be positive for your body. Breathe out one more time. Find that little bit of more space maybe. Use the energy of inhaling, coming up, sit tall, fingertips on the floor. And then let's take a little sweep of the head just to release mental tension. So press just below your eyebrows with your fingertips. Just the 3 larger fingers works. And then press up a little bit, in and up. And then let your fingers trace up your forehead, around the top of your head, and sweep your jawline to finish with your hands together. Try that once more, just learning this movement to just help release mental tension. And let's transition to standing. Lean back, balance on your sacrum, curl in your feet. Uncross and curl in your feet the other way. And then use your hands to bring them in and up so you can bring your hands forward and take your legs back. Let's spread the hands and come to tabletop pose. Cushion under the knees if you need it. Now here's where you want to engage the strength of the low belly towards the spine. Warming up the body for weight bearing on the arms with the spreading outward energy in the shoulders. Simple pose, right? But not easy as you hold steady and table. And then let's go from that feeling of being still to a flow between cow and cat spine. Remembering with your cow spine to keep it out of the low back. Focus on heart forward, nose gaze. And with cat spine, you can do it really deeply. Navel gaze. Flow back and forth a few times. Massaging your spine. Moving the synovial fluid in the spine. Nice visualization of healthy spine. Enjoy that flow one more time. Back to table neutral. And challenging ourselves a little bit with bird dog pose. So let's point it in the direction we want to go. Taking your left hand first, and then reach your right leg back. Feeling slightly fierce in some of these movements, just determined and strong. I'm reaching. One more breath. Let it go. Other side. So make sure your hand is under your shoulder, or just it can be out a little bit more so you have comfortable support in that arm. And then reach the other way. Balancing the sides. And more spinal love, strengthening along the spine. Reach, activate the arm and leg. Breathe in one more time. And breathe out, hand down, knee down. Toes tuck, quarter dogs. Let's unload the weight from the hands. Bring it back into the seat and the feet. Head down. Shoulders are off the ears so they stay drawn into the body. Spread your hands. Look back at your toes. Does anybody look crushed? Maybe retuck your toes. And just enjoy stillness, letting the elbows come down. Breathe. One more time, deep breath. And then inhale, draw yourself up to fingertip cat pose, untuck your feet. Exhale, and then inhale, rise up to your knees, roll back your shoulders. Ganesha's mudra. So if you want to just sit, you could sit or stand for this. Go to standing after. Just letting yourself balance in different ways. We'll make Ganesha's shirt, remover of all obstacles. Right hand forward, left hand comes in, and then gently hook your fingers. Avoid your nails so it's not painful. Breathe in, be soft. Breathe out, pull, but don't let go. Twice more, soften, inhale. Exhale, pull, activate. Warm up your heart. One more time. And release, hands rest in the heart center for a moment. Let's stand up for the other side. Tuck your toes under. Walk yourself to the front of your mat, hands and knees bent, so hands and feet both press the floor. Say hello, soles of the feet, and then rise up to standing, easy in your mountain pose. Have a little determination to that name of this pose, mountain. You're strong, you're rooted. We rise. And let's face out the left hand and bring the right hand in. Wrap the fingers, avoid the nails. Inhale soft. Exhale pull. Just notice the difference in the sides of the body. Balancing it out. Pull, exhale. And a real determination that obstacles will be removed as you breathe out one more time. And just release your hands to your heart center again. Draw your low belly in towards your spine. Find your nice lifted posture, but relax. And then, hello, sun in my face. Reaching up. Reaching down. Exhale. Take care of your body in each place. Hands where they reach. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back the legs. It's fine if your knees are down. Just calmly holding the plank pose. Let's reach the right heel back a little bit extra, letting the left knee bent, just to stretch out that leg. And then the other side, so reach back with your left heel, bend your right knee a little bit. And then come back to plank in the middle. Knees down where they are, transition to upward facing dog. Carefully bring your pelvis forward, lift your rib cage, shoulders down and back. Inner thighs roll up, nose gaze. One more breath. And relax to table. Tuck under toes and find your down dog. My feet come in a little bit from where they would be in plank pose, so just step in. Do you have a nice V shape upside down? Bring your head down and let it hang. There's a nice uplift in the low belly. Let your right knee bend a little bit so you can reach more through the left. And then the alternate side. Both heels reach, even if the knees are bent. One more breath. Weight back into the legs on that exhale. Inhale, shift forward. Step forward, keep breathing in or take another breath to half lift. Forward fold, slowly release into that forward shape. Press your feet, mindful standing. Arms out, gaze up. When your exhale comes, draw your hands back down to your heart. Weave your fingers together for a moment. Take a breath, this gesture of new beginnings, Ushas mudra, like a sunrise in your hands. Press the hands forward and then up. Exhale, release your arms behind you. Weave your fingers again. Inhale, draw down on your hands to lift your chest. And exhale, rest your arms to your body, forward fold. Knees bend as needed. And if it feels good to you to take your arms away. So the action is drawing the shoulder blades towards each other and softening the shoulder joint. Letting gravity win. One more breath out. Inhale to use and use your legs. Stand up. Draw back on the hands. Spread the heart. And relax and release. Take your elbows and hands together and squat down into elephant pose. Resting Thumbs right on that third eye, that calming point. Open feet. Really feel grounding, stable. Exhale, see if you can go just a little bit lower. And inhale, release. Reach up for the sky, wide arms, just take in the sun. Lead with your heart, arms wide, forward fold. Half lift, breathe in. Exhale, go back. Over to the side. Knee down is fine. Really commit to pressing into the earth. Resisting gravity. One more time with your breath. Other side. Which we persist in doing. Does get easier. One more time. And release mindfully. Knees down, upward facing dog. Take a few rounds of breath. You can lift up your knees this time if you like. So this is a pretty big back bend. So we have a downward gaze towards the nose. And then flip over your feet and come to downward dog, 5 breaths. Downward dog can become a resting pose of sorts. And it's nice and grounding. Just experience how the breath feels in the pose. One more time. Inhale, come forward, half lifting. Exhale, take your favorite forward fold, big toe wrap, K1 hold, or elbows. We'll stay for 8 breaths. Forward folds are really calming and grounding. So make it really friendly in the backs of your legs. There's an uplift in the low belly. If you found your hands, then there's an action of pulling the arms into the body. Let your head release completely. About halfway there, always feel free to change, or maybe you can deepen slightly. One more time. Exhale. Hands to the waist. Bend your knees enough so you can really use the power of your legs to stand up, supporting your spine. Finish with our upward reach. Release your feet. Exhale, heart. Free breath. Feel your prana, energy increase by the practice. And let's flow through some standing poses now. Triangle to the right side, turning out 90 degrees on your mat. Angle your back foot comfortably, hips out to the side. Breathe in, float your arms up. Breathe out, go over slowly. And not striving, not your deepest one, just a very friendly and a little bit soft version. Feel nice flow of energy. And when we're in each pose, we are fully there. Try to just be completely present. Come over to the other side, slowly come up. Change your legs, still breathing in possibly. When your next exhale comes, come over and down. So first we land, and we open across the heart, turning and gazing upward. Not ever straining to look, to gaze. You can always just have the intention of upward with your gazing. Pressing the feet, keeping them open, having a little softness in the knees. Uddiyana Bandha, Mula Bandha, there are all kinds of things to stay aware of. No need to go anywhere else. Inhale, come up. And exhale to the back of your mat for rib ball triangles. This time squaring the hips to the back of the mat. Find your balance. Reach up your left arm, breathe in. Forward fold. Ground your hand on your opposite leg and then open up into a twist. So anywhere in this arc, your other hand can be anywhere. New perspective. Let your gaze go towards that reaching arm one more time. Exhale to unwind, and then inhale, come up, and turn yourself to the front of your mat with your hips squared, so second side. Make sure you feel balanced here before you do the fold and twist. Enough space between the legs. Right arm, inhale. So there's a little figure to this reach. Nice long right side, fold, keep it long, keep it reaching, and then ground wherever it feels good on this side. And trust that that leg isn't going anywhere. And open out to some degree. Create a positive twist. This one does require lots of concentration. Just doing your best. And take one more breath. And release out your exhale. Inhale, rise up. And step back to mountain for a breath. Equal standing. And now adding the knee bend, so Parsalkanasana to the back of your mat. So turn out 90 degrees, bend your knee, hips to the side. Reach out your arms like warrior bee. Breathe in, tall spine. Breathe out, lean and reach. Let your pinky side curl down, gaze to your reaching hand. Shoulder jaws into the body. Knee stays centered. And here, not only are we grounded in our feet, but grounded in our bandhas, the low belly. And come to the other side, inhaling up and out, change legs. Bend knee, so centering knee towards middle toes, right over the ankle. And then your exhale, lean and reach. So resting on the leg or floor if you're doing it that way today. This is my non-striving version. Trying to just stay steady. And just one more time, let the breath move through the pose. Have that nice sense of complete at the end of the breath. And then coming out. And come back to the top of your mat. Then let's come to side facing again with wide feet. I am just making my plans as I go. Tall spine, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Prasarita Padottanasana, wide spreading forward fold. Just be with the quality of folding with the legs wide. Uplift in the low belly. Knees bend as needed. And try walking your hands in front of your chest. Hug your elbows in, reach your head towards the floor. Just creating space in the bones of the spine and the neck. One more exhale. Inhale up and over to the right leg with both arms. Just draping over that way. Just holding on, breathing deeply with an uplift in the low belly. Also, not locking your knees. If you have straight legs, keep a little softness. So each of us will have things that we need to pay attention to in our bodies, depending on what's going on there. Come to the other side if you want to do a little bend and straighten, release, and then take the other side. Just a nice wrap that creates lengthening along your lateral body. Breathe out one more time. Release the twist. Come back to center. Breathe out. Long spine. Breathe in. Come up. You can trace the legs like we came down. Shoulders back. Feet come closer. And now top of mat. Tadasana. Triple warriors today. A first, right leg back. Angle the foot. Bend your front knee. So this one is using your imagination for the bow and arrow actions. We're gonna do a bow and B. So we're gonna first go and get an arrow. Arm up, right arm, bend your elbow like you're reaching into a quiver behind you. Just have that arm behind. And set your left arm forward into a fist that's not too strong, just gathered hands, shoulder in the body. Try to square your hips forward and just hold these gestures for a moment. And then bring that arrow and notch it in the bow. And then open your back foot to the side and pull back. So now we wake up and do that, pulling the hands away from each other, drawing that bow, drawing that arrow ready. So give a little intention to your aim. And then transition to C. So just release the arrow and the bow and lift up your back leg. So we're sending that energy. It's okay if your toes stay on the ground. See if you can catch yourself or try again. Energy of reaching, one more time. Come down, ground. Second side. So hips to the front and down. The right arm's forward, left goes back and gets the arrow. Just you can rest your hand on the back of your skull, or my head's kind of resting into my wrist area. Thumb and index finger come together to pick up the arrow and bring it out to notch. And then open a warrior V, pull back. Feel the strength of your legs, of your chest, your arms. Give your arrow some intention. And then letting it go. Transition to hips forward and back leg up. Energy of reaching. Glute squeeze to help you hold that back leg up. And release. Let be. Let's come to the legs together into bamboo in the wind pose from Qigong. Just let holding your pranic center, your solar plexus, your navel, Manipura, city of jewels, golden yellow like the sun. Just holding your emotional center, letting prana manifest in the stillness. So there's just gentle wind inside here. So just find a little bit of sway in the body. Just let it happen. If your feet need to be separated, of course you can do that. Just rest your eyes. It's interesting how challenging the balance concentration is with your eyes closed here. So let your eyes open to a steady point and release your hands. Reach for the sun. Exhale to the earth. Half lift, breathe in. And exhale just right like that. And bring the knee down. Untuck your toes, rise up. Cushion under your knee if you need it. And let's do a twist towards the bent knee side. So you can just hold your leg and turn. You can hook your elbow and press your palm. Concentrate. And create nice positive twisting one more time. And release. Let's come to Hanuman's pose, drawing the toes back, folding forward. Letting the energy transition from one thing to another. Arrive. Your forehead tries to rest on your shin. Just let it rest down in that direction. Just the right amount of sensation. One more breath. Exhale. Bend your knee to release. Draw your leg back. Other side. Have a moment to find your low lunge. Feel that sense of openness in the upper body from the focus. Coming over to the twist. So it's nice just to check in with this version. Stay here or do the hook and press version if you would like. That bent knee is really resisting the pressure of the arms. Settle in and one more time, breathe deeply. Release slowly, Hanumanasana. Belly drawn in, toes drop back, fold in. Hands soften here, slightly supportive. Breathe out once more. Release your left back. And come to your belly. You can do that with the chaturanga if you like, or just make your way down one action at a time. Bring your elbows underneath your shoulders or a little bit ahead. So you have an easy Sphinx pose. Gaze towards your nose. There's a little engagement of the bandhas here just to support the subtle core of the body with our awareness. Once more, a deep breath moving through. And bring your arms out overhead. Let your chest come down. Tops of the feet just grounding a little bit. Super people. So lift up your chest and your arms, make fists. Breathe in. Breathe out, pull your hands to your shoulders. And breathe in, relax. Exhale, pull and lift. And relax. So you feel your whole body work here as you lift up your glutes, your legs, your spine. Release. Creating that pulling action twice more. Soften on the inhale. Exhale, pull and lift. Find your lift. And now release. Turn your head to one side. Let's say over to the left side. And just make sure your head can rest comfortably on your hands, that your knuckles are not pressing into your temples too hard or anything. Just make that a comfortable support. And let's do a half rock with the left leg, bringing it up alongside of you. Keep your knee on the floor, just bending it. And if you want to bring your torso over in that direction as well. And then just rest with that shape. Saying to yourself, I'm grounded, I'm rooted, stable. Feel your body breathe into the earth. And there's a releasing that can happen here. Stay resting in your half breath. Purnam ada purnam idam purnat purnam udachyate purnyasa purnam adaya purnam evashishyate. This is complete and perfect. That is complete and perfect. From perfect wholeness springs. If the perfect is taken from the perfect, perfect wholeness still remains. Transition to your other side on your belly and half frog, letting yourself release from that. Just take a little time to release. Notice everything. Bring the other knee up alongside you. Turn your head. So I just sat up so I could chant. Enjoy your half frog belly rest. Memorize this one for home. It rests the lower back. It's very grounding. It releases the neck as well as you rest with your head turned. You really can just let go of any effort. Be patient with yourself. Hopefully that we've had enough activity leading up to this where it feels nice to stop and rest for a minute. Just letting yourself feel the gravity's pull, touch the earth with a lot of your body, letting your lower back rest. So the mantra of perfect wholeness, it's a Sanskrit verse centering around the word purna, which simultaneously means full, whole, complete, and perfect. It asserts that all things are equally purna, both in the everyday visible world, this, and in the intangible spiritual world, that. The divine substrate of all things is purna, therefore whatever arises out of it, including your feelings and experiences, must also be perfect and complete in itself. This divine ground is inexhaustible and infinite. Regardless of what is removed or destroyed, it remains itself purna. Invigorate yourself slightly with a deeper breath. And then release these actions. Ground your forearm bones into the earth. Tuck under your toes and lift up. Walk in dolphin pose. Just try to maybe even picture an actual dolphin in wild and free, joyful, that sense of joy. actively creating joy in your mind and your heart. One more breath. Bring down your knees for child's pose. You can have your knees wide or together. And just curl yourself over your legs. I like to stack my feet a little bit just to kind of bring everything in. Arms and shoulders rest, head rests. There are ways of supporting all of these poses if you have questions for something in your body. Just message me, or we could do a little mini lesson. Just let yourself feel calm and soft. Breathe out one more time. Inhale up and into seated position, crossing the ankles and popping your legs through. Fold in your right leg and open it out to the side. Sit up tall, reach your arms, breathing in. Breathe out, not striving, just gently come to your forward fold. Be in a place that is positive in your body, head to knee pose, not forcing anything. Using breath to find space. And one more breath. And changing to the other side. Folding the knee with mindfulness so that you can release the hip out to the side. Support under there. The foot and leg connect. Sit up tall, reach your arms. Take that lengthening sense with you as you come forward. So the low belly draws back, shoulders draw back. And really reach through the top of your head. The extended leg is activated here. The foot is upright. Seven. Enjoy the breath one more time. And then breathing in and coming up. Come to your back, lie down slowly. Have your blanket or clothing if you would like, so that you'll really be comfortable when you rest. Back, and let's take banana pose. So we're going to take both your feet over to the right side of your mat, possibly taking that left foot over top of the right. And then your torso is going to do that too. So it's like you're making yourself into a smile shape on your back. Arms can be up. So you just want to feel a nice sense of lengthening that left side of your body. And then just relax, no effort, just soften. If your fingers get tingly or anything, you should bring your arms down. Begin our resting practice. With a non-doing pose. Three more times, slowly breathe. Let there be pauses. In the sutras, the ways that we settle consciousness, the list, one of them is when there is a pause between the in-breath and the out-breath. Consciousness settles. Just let those pauses feel natural and unforced. Taking the time for one more slow circle breath. And coming over to the other side. Let's create easy, comfortable right side of the body, releasing tension. You can do whatever feels nice with your hands and arms. Just kind of got a loose holding of my opposite hand, some of the fingers. Just casual and let it be still. Notice if you're doing anything with your body, if you're flexing a foot or something, and just let it soften. Consciousness settles as one finds space between the in-breath and the out-breath. So this Yoga Sutras acknowledge that it is difficult to steady the mind and gives us tools. And one more time, enjoy the circle, balancing the energies of the breath. And then releasing to center. Draw in your knees. Lengthen your low back. Little happy baby pose. Lift up your hips a little bit or more. Just a really soft way. Release down, feet together, knees apart. Hands rest on the inner legs just to softly release there. Letting the mind rest. The physical brain on its cushion of fluid, resting back in the skull. This miracle, keeping it all going even without our having to think about it. Our breath, our heart. And just let the breath be natural and relaxed as you gradually stretch out your legs. And release your arms open to the sky. And letting gravity hold you here. Take a deep breath and make sure you're not holding any tension anywhere. With that exhale, dissolve. Let's just do a little exercise with our imaginations as we rest here. So maybe just picture yourself, if you were lying on the ground beneath your house, with some grass growing there, just a nice, bright, soft earth skin underneath your body, just resting in the grass. It's comfortable, you're securely there. So go towards the earth with your awareness first. Just really feel that pull from the core of the earth on the way to the body. Even as we come back from the core out to the surface of the earth, and how you're maybe able to consider the curve of the earth's surface, and that maybe your body's wrapped a little bit around that curve. even though we're very small comparatively. But you're securely attached. And allow yourself to travel away towards the sky. Just rise up, see yourself lying there, and let that earth view begin to come into form. So we can probably all imagine that. Just pull yourself back slowly until you see cities, until you see continents, until you see the earth from the distance. Just let yourself continue to travel out, travel far out as you can, into the stars. The enormous scope of it all out there, maybe some galaxies swirling around. It's all very soft with the imagination. And notice when you breathe out next time, and just let yourself start to travel back down, not observing yourself on earth, but coming back into that body on earth with a fresh perspective. Just let yourself be and rest a few more moments. Transition with a little time. Do the favorite things to release your stillness and come to your seat. At the end of practice, perhaps taking a half lotus or a little bit of a tighter position, or maybe there's just a little more ease wherever you are with your legs, just compassion. Let's do some of those left side breathing, that inside of the body, parasympathetic, stimulating, just to help relax. And remember this one for any time. You can do it with or without your hands. You'll breathe in from the left side and out to the right about 10 times. Just relax as much as you can. Be very soft with your nose. Touch the third eye with your fingers if you want to. So we close the left, exhale right. Let you do this with your own pattern, your own timing. About halfway. When you're inclined to feel finished and complete in the next few moments, just have that hand fall open to the leg where it is a receiving gesture. It's open. The other hand grounding. Give the benefits of the left side breathing. And then rest your pinky sides of your hands together. That mudra, that's a handful of flowers. Fill it up with something positive. A general something or very specific. And then gather it up and bring it to your heart. Sound in the Om or hum your exhale. Breathe in deeply. Shanti 3 times. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. I hope you feel very grounded today.
Yeah.